Hello everyone, this is Bill Stearns, NE4RD, with Linux in the Ham Shack. You can find us over at lhspodcast.info. We're currently on break, and that's kind of why I'm doing these videos, so I can find something to do with all the spare time I have instead of show prep. So here we are, we're on episode 5 of our multi-part series, and in this particular video, we're going to look at installing an Echolink client. I know a lot of people use Echolink, and I've had a little bit of experience here recently using Echolink at the National Jamboree. So I want to install Echolink on here so I can connect to the ScoutNet that we have every month on Star Jota-365 Star, and also so I can connect into the other nodes that we have for Jamboree on the Air that's coming up here pretty quick. So I'm going to install Qtel. And we're just going to check real quick to see if we have it installed. No, I don't think it's actually installed with the PureBlend packages. So we're going to go ahead and install it from the apt repository. We're just going to do a sudo apt install Qtel. And it looks like it's going to install some new packages here. It looks like basically some audio packages. So we'll go ahead and let it do that. That was pretty quick and painless. Now let's see if we got a start menu item. Yes, we do. We have Qtel right here. It's going to pop up with a configuration window here for the directory server and stuff like that. You do not need to mess around with this unless you have problems connecting to the server. Most people can just use this as is. Sound, again, it's going to come up with ALSA and the default. And basically what this does is it kind of pipes it through Pulse Audio, your default microphone, your default speakers. So you don't really have to change this as well if you manage everything through your regular Pulse Audio controls, which are going to be over here. You know, this controls your output, this controls your input. So as long as you maintain your audio controls there, you don't have to mess with this. There are no drop downs, so you do need to know a little bit more about your ALSA configuration if you're actually just using ALSA by itself without Pulse Audio. I highly recommend not. And in this case, we're using Ubuntu, so we're using Pulse Audio. QSO dialog settings, this is just for any language settings. I'm not going to change that. So user info, this is where you're going to put your call sign. And if I could type my call sign properly, it would be a lot better. Bill Stearns. Password is a password, of course. Oh, wait. No, it's not. But anyway. Billings, Montana. And if you want to advertise the fact that you're running Echolink for Linux, Qtel, you can leave that in your info message, or you can make this a custom message. So we'll just leave it as a Qtel advertisement. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. It should try to connect. And if you connect, you get the little happy face down here. Now, be mindful that Qtel is not for sysop or admin modes. You can admin through the text, the dot commands and stuff like that as you're connected to a server. But you can't link servers like in sysop mode. So this is just for being a client. So we're going to go ahead and add a couple of bookmarks here. And you do that by going to station, add a name, station to bookmark. This works out great if you actually know which ones you're connecting to. Which I know I always have these guys in here. Star Jota-365 Star. And we'll add another one. We'll do Star do drop in for the Ham Nation. The Ham Nation one I once in a while connect to. So those are the conferences I want. I think I want a couple repeaters. We have a couple repeaters here in the area that I don't know. I may want to connect to. It's the N7. Let's see here. N7YHE. Add name station to bookmarks, or add selected to bookmarks. We'll do that. And I can't remember what the other one is because it's not the actual call sign of the repeater. So I'm not going to bother looking for it anyway. But we'll just go ahead and test a connection and see if it works. Let's go ahead and connect to Jambo, which we'll be using for Jamboree on the Air. And we also used it for National Jamboree. It says I'm connected. Generally, you get a little continued message of the server information. We'll just go ahead and let that catch up. And something interesting you can do with Qtel here is that you can connect to multiple servers at the same time, which is pretty interesting. So you can see here I got some information for do drop-in. I'm going to go ahead and run a test on Jambo and see if we can send a transmission. This is November Echo 4 Radio Delta testing on the Jambo conference node. This is November Echo 4 Radio Delta testing on the Jambo conference node. And we'll do the same thing on do drop-in just to show that we're connected on both. This is November Echo 4 Radio Delta testing my connection. This is November Echo 4 Radio Delta testing my connection. So there we go. We'll just disconnect off of those. So there we go. We have both able to connect to multiple conferences at the same time. We should be able to connect to repeaters without problem. I'm not going to connect up because I was just on it. But you can connect to repeaters. Anything else that is bridged via Echolink. So pretty easy to set up. I mean, literally we just did the apt-get install or apt install Qtel, and we put in our login information and we are good to go. So you too can also get on to Echolink pretty quick with Qtel. Now, if you want to connect servers together in syshop mode, you can look at the server component side of this, and I believe it's called SVX Link, and that would be more for doing linking of repeaters. I'm not going to get into that on this because I'm really looking for just desktop applications and client-side applications. So this will be it for this video. We'll make this a short one, and we'll see you in the next episode. 73.